Welcome back. This is Eagle News, Washington, D.C. I am Eliza Gonzalez Manglikmot. Academy Award-winning filmmaker Vanessa Roth speaks about her documentary, The Girl and the Picture, saying bearing witness and passing down stories to the next generation is how we keep horrible events in history from happening again. Take a look.
This is a short documentary. It's about a woman named Madam Shaw. She's 88 years old. She's one of the last living survivors of the Nanjing massacre. She was 8 years old when her family was murdered. She's now 88, and the film is really her sharing her life story with her granddaughter and her great-grandson. Part of her story is actually that there was a missionary that was in Nanjing at the time, John McGee, and he was there in the 30s. He stayed back in Nanjing. He could have left, but he risked his life and stayed back in Nanjing. And he turned his, what was at the time a home film camera, 16mm camera, into one of the only things that visually documented the atrocities. Those atrocities could have gone unknown of and never talked about and covered up if it weren't for this documentation. The film I wanted to make wanted to go beyond an interview, and I really wanted to figure out a way for people to watch the film from any culture, from anywhere around the world, where they could take the story. They know a little bit about Nanjing massacre from the film. It's not, it does not excavate the whole thing of the war or anything else like that, but it's an entry into that, but that really the film is about family history, family legacy, and how if we can understand history as being personal, then maybe there's a chance to not repeat horrible events in history like this. Madam Shaw never spoke about her childhood, never spoke about the massacre, actually until she was in her 60s. Meeting Madam Shaw was really powerful to me because she is one of the last living survivors of this event, and it reminded me of how much of a gift it is when we can meet a person who was a first-hand witness to something. And to tell their story, and to tell their story in their own way from their own experience. What I really loved was anytime I saw Madam Shaw with her great-grandson, Johan, who's 7 years old, because to me it reflected back, this was the child she was when the massacre happened. And so he, unlike like a reporter or something, he's able to ask his own great-grandmother things that we wouldn't think about. Like, so he asks her, what did you play? What did you sing? What did you do? And every time he asked her questions, she would light up like that child again. And to me, that was the most sort of heartwarming thing about making the film, because I was watching, live at that moment, this connection between these generations that sometimes I think we forget, and seeing that happen was really special. I think we have both an opportunity and a responsibility to bear witness to the things that we encounter and that we see, to use our voice, to stand up when we think that there are injustices. And also just for the sake of storytelling and bearing witness, again, back to the family story, there's also a part of making that important and figuring out and distilling, what's an important moment to share and to pass down. Instead of feeling weighted down and devastated by her past, I think that what I was able to feel, and I hope an audience feels too in watching the film, is this spirit of survival, of resilience, of in the face of the worst behavior and the worst atrocities that mankind can, exhibit and do onto other people. There's also this possibility and this hope for goodness. Really more about life and survival to me. And that's to me, I think, what made it so that it wasn't just heartbreaking, but it was really a gift to be able to make this film and to meet her.
The Girl and the Picture premiered at the 2018 Tribeca Film Festival in New York. That is today's Eagle News Washington, D.C. Join us tomorrow for the weekend edition. Visit our website at Eaglenews.PH and Eaglenewslive.com. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/Eaglenews.PH. Thank you for watching. I am Eliza Gonzalez, Manglik Mott, always one with 25.